11 questions men ask when they like you. Psychology amazing facts. Hey, gorgeous. Have you ever found yourself wondering if a guy likes you, or if he's just being nice? Maybe you've been chatting with someone and suddenly find yourself thinking, does he feel the same spark? It's that age-old question, does he like me or is he just being friendly? Well, I've got the inside scoop for you. Here's the thing, men may seem like they're tough to figure out, but when it comes to showing interest, they drop hints all the time, especially in the questions they ask you. That's right, the way a guy asks certain things is often his way of saying, I'm into you, without being obvious. And guess what? I'm about to decode these 11 key questions that guys ask when they're attracted to you, interested in you, or maybe even falling for you. These aren't just random small talk, they hold some serious psychological power, and knowing how to read them will change the game when it comes to understanding relationships. So if you've ever found yourself thinking, is he into me or just being polite? This video is for you. Grab your drink, get comfy, and stick around until the end. You won't believe how simple questions could unlock the mystery of his true feelings. Ready to find out what these 11 questions really mean? Let's dive in. 1. What's your type? Alright, let's start with a big one. If a guy asks you, what's your type? Trust me, he's not just asking out of idle curiosity. He's trying to figure out if he matches up with the qualities you look for in a partner. He might be casually mentioning this during a conversation about relationships or mutual friends, but deep down, he's wondering, do I have what it takes to catch her attention? This question isn't just about wanting to know if he's your physical type. It's also about testing the waters in terms of personality traits or habits. Here's where it gets interesting. If you're into him and want to let him know without saying outright, this is your chance to drop a hint. You could casually say, I love someone who's kind, funny, and knows how to make me feel special. If he fits any part of that description, don't be surprised if his face lights up. He just got the message loud and clear. But here's the deeper psychological play. When a man asks this, he's putting himself out there, vulnerable in a way. He wants to know if he's good enough. And sometimes this question is a low-risk way of gauging the vibe. So, next time a guy asks you this, remember, he's not just talking about your ideal partner. He's probably trying to find out if there's space for him in your life. 2. How do you stay so fit/stylish/confident? Now, this one might seem like a compliment wrapped in a question, but trust me, it's so much more. When a guy asks you how you stay fit, stylish, or confident, he's noticed something special about you. It's his way of letting you know that he sees you as extraordinary. He's not just talking about your looks, he's admiring your strength, your self-assurance, and your attention to detail. What's really happening here is an emotional response. When someone genuinely admires you, especially for your confidence or the way you carry yourself, it shows they value what makes you unique. It's a sign of attraction that goes beyond physical appearance. It's about who you are at your core. But why this question? Well, guys often struggle with expressing admiration directly, rather than just saying, you're amazing. This question allows him to compliment you while still seeming casual. He wants to know your secret sauce, what gives you that glow. And if you're into him, this is a great opportunity to share something about yourself that could bond you even more, like how fitness or style makes you feel empowered. 3. Who taught you to be so funny? Okay, this one's a big indicator of attraction, and it's so playful. If a guy is genuinely laughing at your jokes and asks, who taught you to be so funny? He's not just complimenting your sense of humor. He's saying, I love how you make me laugh, and I want to know more about what makes you tick. Humor is a huge bonding tool. It's something that creates instant connection. When someone makes you laugh, it instantly lowers barriers and builds comfort. And, let's be real, laughter is one of the quickest ways to build attraction. But why does this question matter? Well, it shows he's enjoying your company and that your presence genuinely brightens his day. If a guy is constantly chuckling at your jokes, even the ones that aren't that funny, it's a strong sign that he's into you. He's likely showing that he appreciates you for who you are, not just how you look, but for your personality and your ability to make him feel comfortable. So next time he asks this, don't be surprised if it's his playful way of saying, I'm definitely into you. 4. Can I add you on social media? In today's digital world, asking to connect on social media isn't just about following you, it's about wanting to get more access to your life. If a guy asks if he can add you on Instagram, Facebook, or Snapchat, it's his way of saying, I want to be closer to you, and I want to see what makes you tick. Social media is personal. It's where people share their interests, stories, and, let's be honest, their true selves. So, when a guy asks this, It's not just about staying in touch, it's his way of saying he's interested in being a bigger part of your world. If he's genuinely into you, he'll want to learn more about you outside of those casual face-to-face interactions. Plus, it gives him a reason to stay connected with you between meetings, whether it's liking your posts, commenting on your stories, or simply keeping the door open for more conversation. By asking this, he's making his move in a non-threatening way. He's interested in your world, and if you agree to add him, it might lead to more interactions, whether it's cute comments or even deeper chats. So next time someone asks, it's not just a follow request, it's a sign of potential deeper connection. 5. How are you still single? Oh, this classic line, if a guy asks you, how are you still single? It's basically his way of giving you a compliment and testing the waters. He's not just curious about your relationship status, he's saying, you're incredible, how has no one snapped you up yet? It's a question that both flatters you and also gives him a chance to gauge your romantic availability. It's a little cheeky, but it's also loaded with interest. But here's the twist, this question is often asked when he's trying to figure out if there's room for him in your life. He's recognizing how amazing you are, and the subtext is, I see all your qualities, and I'm wondering if you're open to someone like me. This question might feel a little forward, but don't mistake it, it's his way of saying, I find you really attractive, and I'd love to know more about why you're still single. It's also a chance for him to explore whether you're looking for something meaningful, or just having fun. So, if a guy drops this line, be sure to take it as a compliment first and foremost, it's definitely a sign that he's interested. 6. Do you ever think about settling down? Whoa, this one's serious. If a guy asks you about settling down, you can bet he's thinking about the future. He's imagining whether your goals align with his long-term vision. This isn't a question that's asked lightly. It's his way of figuring out if you're on the same page when it comes to relationships, life goals, and, possibly, even commitment. When a man asks this, he's trying to gauge if you're someone who's looking for a serious relationship or if you just want something casual. It's his way of figuring out whether you're ready to invest in a long-term connection, or if you're still in the let's see where it goes phase. Now, pay attention to his tone and body language. If he's asking this seriously, he's likely imagining a future with you. It could be his way of saying, I'm interested in something long-term, and I want to know if you feel the same. If he asks this, it's not just curiosity, it's a strong signal that he's considering you as a potential partner for the future. 7. Have you ever been in love? This question is a big one because it touches on vulnerability, emotions, and past experiences. When a guy asks you, have you ever been in love? He's opening the door for a deeper conversation. This isn't a question about just your relationship history, it's about understanding your emotional world. By asking this, he's signaling that he wants to know more about you at a deeper level. He's curious about your past relationships and how they've shaped who you are today. It's also a way for him to understand what love means to you and how you approach romantic connections. Now, if he's asking this, he's likely thinking about his own feelings toward you, wondering if you're capable of forming a deep emotional bond with him. So, if a guy asks this question, take it as a sign that he's getting serious about the potential for a meaningful relationship. 8. What kind of guy do you usually go for? This is a direct way of finding out if he's your type. It's a little bold, but it shows he's genuinely interested in figuring out if he fits your ideal. He wants to know if he has the qualities that make your heart race. This is a great sign if he's into you because it means he's seriously considering whether he has a shot. It's a vulnerable question because he's putting his own attributes up for evaluation. He's hoping that the answer might give him a clue about whether he has what it takes to win you over. He might even ask this if he's not sure where he stands with you yet. So, when he asks this, consider it a sign that he's trying to gauge the chemistry between you two. 9. Are you seeing someone right now? This question is straight to the point. When a guy asks if you're seeing someone, it's pretty clear he's hoping the answer is no. He's sizing up whether you're available, and if you are, he's likely wondering if he has a chance. This is a very straightforward way of showing interest. He wants to know if there's room for him in your life, and if you're single, it's his green light to pursue something deeper. 1. 10. Do you come here often? Yes, it's a cliché, but guess what? It works. Sometimes, clichés stick around because they actually work. If a guy asks this question, it's his way of breaking the ice, getting the conversation flowing, and seeing if there's a connection. It might be cheesy, but if he's asking it, it's his subtle way of saying, hey, I'm interested, let's talk, and from there, the conversation could take off in exciting directions. 11. What's your dream vacation? When a guy asks, "What's your dream vacation?" he's not just looking for travel ideas, he's opening the door to a conversation about your personal desires and life dreams. This question is an easy way for him to learn more about your interests, passions, and what you envision for your future. It's also a playful way for him to see how well your interests align with his. But there's a deeper layer here. Think about it. Vacations are often associated with relaxation, escape, and the idea of spending quality time with someone special. When he asks you about your dream vacation, it could be his way of imagining himself there with you. Maybe he's thinking, would we have fun together on a beach in Hawaii? Or exploring the streets of Paris? It's also a subtle way to gauge whether you're the type of person who enjoys adventure and excitement, things he might want to experience with you. If you start talking about your dream vacation and you both have similar ideas of what would be amazing, it creates a deeper connection. It's not just a question about travel, it's about your life and the possibility of building shared experiences in the future. So when a guy asks you this, it's a clear sign that he's not only interested in you but is imagining the kind of life you could have together. Now that we've gone through these 11 revealing questions, it's clear that men express interest in more subtle ways than we might realize. The next time a guy asks you one of these questions, take a moment to read between the lines. These aren't just random curiosities, they're windows into how he feels about you and where he might see the relationship going. If a guy is asking about your type, your love life, or what you want in a partner, know that it's his way of figuring out if he could be the one to make you smile. And remember, the key to understanding these questions is not just hearing them, but interpreting them. When you start to recognize the deeper meaning behind these words, you'll become way more confident in navigating the waters of attraction and love. So, the next time you find yourself wondering, is he into me? Pay attention to the questions he's asking. Trust me, you'll be able to decode his feelings in no time. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video helpful and insightful, don't forget to hit that like button, comment below with the questions that you've been asked, and of course, subscribe for more amazing content on relationships, psychology, and all things love. Until next time, stay confident, stay amazing, and never settle for anything less than what you deserve.